Alright, I've got my heat shields and splash shields off. Just wanted to make a couple points about when you're taking the header off. There are two O2 sensors. One is over here. You can see it hanging right there. It mounts up in there, right where the middle is pointing. And then there's another one on the front side, right there. That one, if you look all the way up top, there's two connectors at the top of the engine, and that's where you can unplug this one. So you don't have to worry about getting a wrench on it. You can just unplug it, stick it into your new header, and then you can take the rest apart. The only problem I ran into was these two bolts on the overpipe. That bolt up there, that one actually, I had to use some penetrant on it, and it ended up snapping off because it was so corroded. There was some rust contamination that got into the nut, I think. But this one came off just fine. I used a wrench and a rubber mallet to tap that one, and it gradually came off. That one up there I had to use a breaker bar, and it ended up shearing the bolt, which isn't a problem because the new header comes with bolts and nuts and washers, so it'll be a lot easier to install. Now, since those two studs are holding the header on, now I can take all of the bolts or nuts off of this side and leave all of them except for that one on the left hand side on. That way, as you're loosening this one, you can hold the header in the middle and keep it from just dropping down on you. If you just do the one bolt and take all the others off first, then it's a lot easier to drop the header that way. So, I hope that helps. The two O2 sensors you definitely have to check out for, and I need to look up which O2 sensor gets the spacer to prevent the CEL, but otherwise I'm ready to drop the header and put the new one on. And this is what's going in. I've got a Rev Works unequal length header. The welds are pretty nice. It's all TIG. Ports are pretty decent. You can kind of see, I don't know if I can get a light in there. Yeah. Ports are all pretty smooth. Just a little bit of rust from probably some stuff in the shop sitting on it, but it all looks like stainless. The welds are all pretty decent. They're not too cooked, overheated. The only MIG welds are these right here in the collector. And then you've got O2 sensor there and an O2 sensor over there. And then these are the bolts that came with the kit. So, I don't know if you'll be able to see into the collector, but there you can see that it goes into a point, and it's nicely, it's a nice design, very high quality. So that's what I'm going to be putting up.